The Marinette School Board has accepted the resignation of high school principal Justin Bardowski. The superintendent's office confirms that Bardowski submitted a resignation letter before Tuesday's board meeting, and the board approved it in open session. No details yet on who will take over as interim leadership at Marinette High School. The 41-year-old meantime has pleaded not guilty to 2 domestic violence counts tied to a 2022 incident in Wisconsin. A criminal complaint accuses him of repeatedly assaulting a girlfriend at a hotel. He also faces separate charges in Michigan. He is due back in court in August.